back his victims fully, Logan would rather publicly humiliate himself in court by accusing me of defaming him.
But CoffeeZilla happily goes into detail about what happened with these investigations and obviously has a different take on it. In fact, he gives a whole timeline of events to show his various conversations with members of the CryptoZoo team, as well as with the federal government, to show what he knows and when, which is relevant to what he knew when he made the statements that he did.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million. CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized.
But it gets worse. Logan's legal team might be trying to downplay things, but the truth is, the FBI isn't backing off. Sure, the SEC may have backed off, but that doesn't mean Logan's out of the woods. It just means one less lawsuit. The FBI, they're still in his DMS, and trust me, it's not looking good. Just wait until you hear this part. Yes, the SEC did close their investigation into Logan, but not because he's innocent. It was because of a change in presidential administration and a shift in priorities on crypto enforcement. So, basically, they're saying, we've got bigger fish to fry. Logan got lucky that the feds had other problems, but that's not the same as being cleared. Here's where it gets insane. Let's talk about the real facts.
Last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. It's a game. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
Logan Paul isn't just under investigation. He's been hit with a formal document request from the SEC, a grand jury subpoena for testimony, and even a search warrant for his devices. The charges? Possible wire fraud, securities fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering. This is not some YouTube drama. This is bring your lawyer and delete your crypto wallet kind of stuff. Logan's been skating by for years, but now it's all catching up with him. Here's where the real chaos starts. And it all began with CoffeeZilla. This dude didn't just expose Logan on YouTube, he dropped real federal-level evidence that's got Logan sweating in his shoes. And what does Logan do in response? Sue CoffeeZilla. Yeah, because nothing says, I'm innocent, like suing the guy who just exposed your scam.
I'm being sued for 2 videos and 1 tweet where I advocated for refunds. Yes, you heard me right. Logan Paul sued me after I tried to get his fans a full refund. So this lawsuit from beginning to end is groundless, meritless, frivolous. We might have facts. We might even have evidence. But he's got all the money and the lawyers.
But Logan didn't count on the bombshell CoffeeZilla dropped. He merged Logan's lawsuit with the class action lawsuit from his own investors. It spirals from here. Logan freaked out because attached to that motion were sealed court exhibits. And guess what? Those documents confirmed something huge. Logan is under investigation by the SEC and FBI. The lawsuit that was supposed to clear Logan's name? It literally proved the government is actively building a case against him.
Oh, it didn't work and a lot of people lost a lot of money.
$500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't!
Yeah, 500K.
Oh, no.
And a year later, after a lot of days in court, Logan is suing CoffeeZilla for defamation and it's not looking good.
This is like trying to cover up a fire by lighting 5 more around it. And Logan? Well, he can't escape this one. It's too big. But here's where it all falls apart. Logan's team tried to spin the situation, claiming that CoffeeZilla made it all up, manipulated the government, and was just doing it for clout. Because that's totally something people do for fun, right? But CoffeeZilla came back swinging with emails from the SEC itself. Real ones that said things like, your submission was very helpful, and we appreciate your detailed reporting. So, unless Logan wants to claim the SEC is fangirling over YouTubers, his defense just fell apart harder than a CryptoZoo egg. Now, here's where the truth hits hard. Logan tried to reassure his fans, saying the FBI investigation was dormant, like it was just taking a break.
I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is, the suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward.
And the SEC? According to Logan, they closed the case. Proof he's innocent, right? Wrong. According to CoffeeZilla, this is just the beginning. The investigation is far from over, but that's just the beginning. Now let's talk facts. Because Logan Paul isn't just under investigation. He's been hit with a formal document request from the SEC, a grand jury subpoena for testimony, and even a search warrant for his devices. The charges? Possible wire fraud, securities fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering. This isn't just some YouTube drama, this is bring your lawyer and delete your crypto wallet kind of stuff. It gets even messier.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out.
And yes, CoffeeZilla triggered it all. This guy went from exposing Logan on YouTube to literally influencing federal legal action. And Logan? He got caught in the crossfire like a Spider-Man villain. But hold on, it gets even crazier. CryptoZoo wasn't even Logan's first crypto flop. Oh no, let's rewind to the crypto clown show known as Dink Don a Coin. Now, here's where the mask falls off. This is just stupid. Logan even promoted a theme song about it. He pushed Dink Don a Coin as this community-driven, feel-good project, all while secretly owning huge shares behind the scenes.
Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to accrue your yield function.
Surprise, surprise, it got attacked. And now, the feds are sniffing around that project too. Because if you scam once, maybe it's a mistake, but if you scam twice, well, that's a business model, and Logan's resume is starting to look like a LinkedIn page for crypto crime. But that's not all. Let's go back to those sealed court documents. When they came out, Logan's legal team panicked. They claimed that CoffeeZilla only filed them to embarrass Logan, which, okay, is kind of true, but those files confirmed something way more embarrassing than any insult. Logan Paul is under criminal investigation, and now the entire internet knows why. It goes completely off the rails now. And the worst part? Logan Paul sued someone who keeps every single receipt. By suing CoffeeZilla, he gave him legal access to things we never would have seen otherwise. Logan's definitely regretting that decision, because now it's all out in the open. And trust me, he didn't just make his life difficult, he made his entire legal situation a whole lot worse. Brace yourself for this one. Now here's the cherry on top of this desperation sundae. Logan's legal team originally tried to downplay everything by suggesting that CoffeeZilla was doing all of this for attention. But when that didn't stick, they started playing the mental health card in court. Yeah, if you've been following my videos, you know this move is all too familiar. Every influencer tries to pull it when they're cornered. And then, total chaos. It's almost like nowadays, if you haven't pulled a crypto scam and then used the mental health card, are you even an influencer? Look, if Logan is struggling mentally, fine, I hope he gets help. But when your strategy is to run multiple scams, sue your whistleblower, get exposed, and then cry about how you're going through it, it starts sounding more like a distraction than a diagnosis. But here's where it all falls apart. And let's not forget, this is the same guy who filmed a literal corpse for views. He's no stranger to controversy. He just finally found one he can't dodge. So yeah, this whole situation could have been avoided if Logan had stayed quiet. The internet would have eventually moved on. But instead, he sued a man whose entire career is exposing scammers. Here's where it gets insane. But thankfully, he didn't stay quiet. That lawsuit opened the door to discovery. And in discovery, everything got unsealed. FBI subpoenas, grand jury records, his own texts showing he wasn't trying to clear his name, just make CoffeeZilla's life miserable. You can't cry defamation while you're texting, "I just want to make him pay." That's not a legal strategy. That's a villain monologue. This is where the truth hits hard. Now, we've seen Logan survive a lot. The Suicide Forest video, Dink Don a Coin, CryptoZoo, apology tour after apology tour. But this isn't about reputation. This is about real law, real courtrooms, real investigations, and a whistleblower who has the government on speed dial. It goes completely off the rails now. This might actually be the first time Logan Paul faces consequences that don't come with a brand deal attached. Because when the FBI's involved, there's no, "oops, my bad." There's just charges. And with the amount of evidence stacking up, Logan might finally learn that being a maverick isn't a legal defense, and that's when the tables turned. So, let me know in the comments. Do you think CoffeeZilla just pulled off the greatest YouTube takedown of all time? Or will Logan somehow slither his way out of this one? Just wait until you hear this part. And if you're still here, congrats! You now probably know more about Logan's legal troubles than his actual legal team does. And then, if you start seeing Logan posting Bible quotes on his IG, yeah, it's officially over for him.